The Asian leopard attacked a massive crocodile, approximately the size of a panther. Despite the fearsome jaws, powerful scales, and the reptile's strength, the leopard emerges victorious. It pounces on the crocodile, immobilizes it, then seizes its neck from above, gradually breaching the armor of the cold-blooded monster. However, the commotion attracts some buffaloes. These mighty hoofed animals, weighing close to a ton, charge straight at the spotted cat. They're not trying to save the crocodile. The brawl itself scares them, making them behave aggressively. But the buffaloes are unaware of the formidable adversary they face. The leopard possesses steel resolve. It doesn't release the crocodile and doesn't flinch as the buffaloes rush past. The buffaloes fail to deliver a fatal blow. Yes, the reptile struggles, and the leopard wisely refrains from attacking it again in the presence of enraged hooves. The spotted cat remains unharmed and is ready for a continued confrontation once alone with the crocodile. Today we'll show you other cool instances in which the leopard demonstrates all its strength. When the leopard assumes a focused stance and transitions into stealth mode, wildlife researchers immediately realize it has found a target, cautiously trailing the panther. The leopard is an unparalleled master of ambushes and stealth. It moves completely silently and seamlessly blends into its surroundings. Moreover, the panther astonishes with its body control. While one paw moves slowly, the rest of the body remains perfectly still. It looks simultaneously mesmerizing and frightening, doesn't it? The leopard chose a truly challenging target, the cheetah. Although both feline species have a spotted coat, there are more differences between them than meets the eye. The leopard belongs to the panther group, i.e., large cats. Cheetahs are formally classified as small cats, but it's not about size. It's about skull structure and larynx. Yet in terms of shoulder height, body length, and limbs, the cheetah often surpasses the leopard. It's also much faster than its component. The cheetah can reach speeds of up to 70 miles per hour, almost 120 kilometers per hour, over short distances. However, the resting predator is unaware that it has become the target of a dangerous, stealthy hunter. The leopard's only chance to catch such a fast foe is to close the distance in a single leap. The leopard manages to accomplish this feat. The cheetah had no idea about the skilled camouflage artists lurking in these thickets. The leopard swiftly lunges at the enemy, delivering a devastating blow. The battling predators crash into dense thickets, concealing details from us. Yet we see the outcome of the duel. The confrontation lasted mere seconds. The leopard overcame the resistance of the foe, immobilized it, and reached for the throat. The panther's powerful jaws grabbed the cheetah's neck, compressed the trachea, and jerked, crushing the cervical vertebrae. How did our spotted ninja achieve this against a predator taller at the shoulder? Yes, the cheetah is taller, but much sleeker and slenderer than its foe. Leopards possess pronounced muscular relief. Although one shouldn't underestimate the strength of cheetahs, the leopard would easily defeat and finish off the foe quickly. Even the fastest runner on the planet cannot always escape the cunning strike of this panther. Here a young leopard roams in search of prey. It constantly looks around, not always directly ahead. A lioness decides to take advantage of this, managing to sneak very close to the opponent. She is on an elevation which further conceals the larger cat. It seems the leopard is walking right into the lioness's paws, but she underestimated the lightning-fast reflexes of the opponent. Although she blended perfectly with the surroundings and made no sound, the attentive leopard undoubtedly notices the lioness, immediately turns around and runs away. The lioness couldn't catch the exceptionally fast opponent, but you witnessed how much larger this predatory cat is compared to the spotted panther. In a fight, the leopard would have had no chance. Underestimating the strength of the leopard is unwise, yet its main advantage is agility. Thanks to this, young predators often establish lairs in the crowns of tall trees, where they not only rest and feel safe, but also dine. The leopard can effortlessly drag prey of its own weight up there. They hold the victim in their jaws and descend using muscular, clawed paws. The razor-sharp, retractable claws provide excellent grip on the bark, and the flexible spine and concentration allows them to virtually soar along thin branches elegantly and quickly. It seems like the leopard puts no special effort into it, but behind this external agility lies the hard work of the cat. Indeed, these lionesses didn't come here to admire their elegant distant relative, but to break its neck. If that fails, a simple robbery by taking away its rightful meal is an option. Not only are the seasoned lionesses undoubtedly stronger than their opponent, but there are also several of them gathered here. If the leopard attempts to leap, it will undoubtedly be caught. The spotted beast understands this, as do the lionesses, who ascend even higher. Their movements may not seem as light, given their massive and powerful build. Still, they possess reflexes and retractable claws, allowing them to climb higher and higher. Is the leopard trapped? Not at all. It chose this tree for a reason. As the lionesses approach a threatening height, the leopard seizes the prey and leaps onto thinner branches that simply cannot support the bulkier cats. Problem solved. The lionesses didn't anticipate such agility from their foe and find themselves stuck midway. The leopard calmly and seemingly tauntingly continues its meal right in front of its opponent. Incredible agility combined with camouflage allows leopards to even hunt flying birds. Here the predator is not experienced enough, so it failed to catch the prey with its claws at the last moment and bring it down. But the feathered one managed to escape at the very last moment. It was unfortunate that the claws slid off the feathers. And here, a bird perched on a branch at the height of the first floor. I thought it was safe, but the bird was mistaken. The leopard made a lightning-fast, dizzying leap and instantly grabbed the feathered one. The cat caught it right from the branch before the bird could fly away. Considering the height, it's a real feat. The leopard, almost without a run-up, jumped up to a height of over 10 feet, more than 3 meters, and it seems like the leopard didn't quite reach the branches of the neighboring tree and fell from a height of almost to the second floor. Such an impressive resilience of the cat, which landed on its feet and immediately went about its business. Then take another look. It's not a fall, but a hunt. The leopard noticed a squirrel and caught it mid-air. For such prey, the cat indeed leaped from a considerable height but landed completely without injuries and even discomfort. In general, leopards amaze with their agility. It gives the impression that they have mechanical springs instead of muscles. Their strength is impressive. Here, the leopard jumped from one vertical trunk to another, covering a distance exceeding the length of the predatory cat's body. Moreover, the leopard had no space for a run-up and had to cling to the trunk with its claws until the last moment. A small monkey is barely noticeable against the backdrop of a sprawling tree. It agilely runs and leaps along the trunk and branches, jumping from relatively thick to incredibly thin ones that bend even under its small weight. Suddenly, a hungry leopard leaps onto the adjacent tree. These cats are incredibly agile and have sharpened reflexes, but can it really hope to catch such a fast primate, especially when it's in its natural habitat, which is most convenient for it? It turns out, yes, it hopes to. The monkey clearly doesn't know what to do here. She cannot believe that the leopard will catch her, but the approach of the huge predator, by her standards, is nerve-wracking for sure. Perhaps if she had climbed to the very thinnest branches at the top, she would have had a chance. Or if she had immediately jumped down and tried to hide far away. But the primate did none of these, observing the predator from a distance. This was a bad idea. The leopard demonstrates incredible speed and seems to defy gravity as it defends and begins an impressive chase after its prey. First, in an epic leap, it jumps from the crown of one tree to the branches of another. elegantly clinging with its claws to the bark and easily holding on there. Then it quickly runs upward after the fleeing primate. In the last moment, the monkey tried to react, but the leopard made a sharp turn and managed to catch her almost in midair. It is not only the speed and reaction of the leopard that amazes, but also the animal's intelligence. It moved along the thinnest branches that wouldn't support the weight of the panther if it stood on top of them. The leopard understood this, so it took the risk and accelerated in advance, and thanks to the gained speed, it invested only a part of its mass in each contact with the thin branches, and they literally didn't have time to break. An incredible chase took place at the height of the second floor, and the leopard took a considerable risk of falling. But even after catching its prey, it managed to stop in time, break, and stay on relatively secure branches. The precision and cunning of an experienced predator combined in that beast with lightning speed. When wildlife researchers set up a nest for this large and rare bird, they set up a camera to observe the development of the young feathered family. The enormous bird with impressive black plumage and a red beak brings food to its chicks and takes care of them, relying on the safety of the shelter. Unfortunately, the feathered creature is unaware of how skillful, attentive, and agile their enemies can be. The camera captured that a leopard noticed the nest. It effortlessly climbs into the canopy of this tree, then invaded the bird's dwelling. The scene evokes sympathy, but the leopard is not going to suffer from hunger just because these are rare birds. The predatory panther easily deals with the chick, extracts it from the nest, and tosses it down. The predator has no intention of dining here. It can easily handle both parents of the chick, but why exert unnecessary effort? The leopard will prefer to take its prey to its own shelter. The cat acts decisively and pragmatically. For it, plundering the nest was as straightforward as a trip to the store is for all of us. When the feathered parents arrived with a treat for the chick, they noticed that the nest was already empty. What do you think? Perhaps wildlife researchers should not only provide them with a nest, but also ensure protection? Or is that too much, and inhabitants of the wild should independently deal with the question of their survival? Or maybe on the contrary, you were glad that the hungry leopard secured its food without significant energy expenditure? Share your thoughts on the scene in the comments under the video. We are interested to know your opinion. One of the leopard's super abilities lies in its astonishing capability to sharply focus on a target and spontaneously devise a plan for the most efficient overcoming of the prey. Here, the leopard spotted a hoofed animal. Pay attention to its gaze and gait. The predator precisely understands how it needs to move to avoid revealing its presence. It moves forward cautiously, realizing that sneaking up on the prey from behind is not very convenient. Therefore, the leopard climbs a tree directly behind the hoofed animal. Amazingly, the gazelle didn't hear how the predator ascended the trunk. The leopard found itself on the first floor height directly above the target. It made an impressive downward leap, crashing onto the unsuspecting gazelle. The sudden appearance of the enemy caught the hoofed animal off guard, although its reaction speed is impressive. But the gazelle couldn't hide or resist the leopard. While for the tree-dwelling prey, the spotted panther is first to try to outsmart gravity. Here, the force of gravity becomes the predator's ally. Thanks to such a leap, the leopard managed to reach the prey in less than a second. Hippos are known for their untamed, ferocious character and love for a good fight. Weighing about 3 tons, they are among the largest and strongest terrestrial animals globally. These territorial gangsters often drive not only predators, but also harmless herbivores away from their domains. Moreover, a hippo becomes particularly aggressive when defending a family member. Here, a female was bathing with her recently born calf. The little hippo was still tiny, weighing even less than an adult leopard. For hippos, this is indeed quite small. After swimming, the mother and her calf make their way to the shore. The young hippo still unsteadily stands on its legs, seemingly tired from the prolonged swim. The leopard decided to take advantage of this. it lunged at the baby hippo, intending to maim it or even strangle it. The predator has only a few seconds while the female looks in the other direction. Unfortunately for the leopard, luck wasn't on its side. The enraged hippo charges at the leopard to attack, aiming to trample, grip with its jaws, and literally bite it in half. But the hippo underestimated the leopard. The leopard had enough composure to realize when it's time to make a hasty retreat. The cat abandoned its prey and darted into the thickets. Although the hippo chased after the leopard, it couldn't catch up with such a swift predator. Yes, the hunt failed, but the bravery of the panther is admirable. Attacking a hippo calf right under the mother's nose? That takes nerves of steel. Now, even this giant won't feel safe, constantly looking over its shoulder at every shadow. If you think leopards behave exclusively cruelly and are incapable of acts of kindness, what do you say about this episode? The panther pounced on a calf. Buffaloes often defend their kind, protecting both adults and calves. However, no one came to the aid of this calf. Perhaps it had been separated from the herd, or the leopard turned out to be such an outstanding ambush master that it managed to attack the buffalo without attracting attention even during the leap? This is suggested by how the leopard strangles its prey. Usually, a leopard grabs the victim's trachea to cut off its breath. But here the cat used an awkward alternative method. The predator closed the buffalo calf's nose and mouth with its own jaws. This method has one advantage here. The calf's mouth is shut, and it cannot make a single sound. The leopard's strength is so immense that any resistance is out of the question. Despite being young, the calf outweighs the predator. The dramatic scene unfolds for some time. With each passing second, the calf's oxygen supply diminishes and it weakens. The seemingly effortless stranglehold is nearly complete. Suddenly, the leopard simply releases its prey, stands up, and cautiously walks away. It becomes clear that there was no threat to deter the predator. No one came to snatch its prey, and there was no other predator attacking the leopard itself. The buffalo didn't appear in the frame either. The leopard just walked away. At first, it seems like the leopard managed to strangle the calf, which is motionless. However, after some time, the stunned buffalo rises to its feet. The herbivore is in shock, just like you and me. It awkwardly walks away, attempting to find others of its kind. It's in disbelief that it survived. But why did the leopard suddenly get up, leave, and release the already caught and almost defeated prey? There was no danger or interference. Perhaps it wasn't a hunt, but rather training or even play? Or maybe at the last moment, the leopard had a change of heart for the abandoned calf? Share your thoughts on the reasons behind the predator's action in the comments, triumphing but choosing not to enjoy the fruits of its victory at the last moment. If you have an explanation for this situation, let us know about it underneath this video because we are genuinely interested. When gazelles gather in small herds, catching them becomes particularly challenging. As soon as one animal perceives a threat, it immediately starts to flee, signaling the others. Dozens of pairs of eyes are watching everything around. Two gazelles go about their business, confident that it's safe because the other herbivores stand still. Suddenly, the leopard catches one of the gazelles mid-air during a high jump. The stunning impact and shocking behavior leave the herbivore no chance to dodge or resist. Turning mid-air is impossible, so its chances were clearly non-existent. The attack was incredibly swift, and the plan worked with precision. The leopard quickly strangled the gazelle, with no concern for the rest of the herd. The leopard's main success wasn't just in the acrobatic jump, but in its ability to stealthily approach the numerous herbivores at close range. All this thanks to its skill in camouflage. Even if you know where to look, it's challenging to distinguish details here, and the leopard seems to blend in with the environment. Despite humans having vision that, while inferior in terms of sharpness and nocturnal perception compared to animals, has other advantages. We excel at differentiating color and shades and are proficient at fixing distances between objects and perceiving depth. But even to our eyes, the leopard is nearly invisible. The massive and muscular male leopard walked about his business amidst the thickets of tall grass. Unaware, he strides directly into a trap. Perhaps the lioness concedes agility to him, but her experience and skill enable her to set up ambushes as unnoticed as those used by the leopard himself. However, when the lioness pounces, he's prepared for it. The mighty leopard meets the lioness with a powerful resistance, delivers a couple of sharp, stunning blows, repels the enemy, and conceals himself from the lioness. As powerful as the spotted beast may be, it yields to the lioness by about 1.5 times in strength and mass. He couldn't defeat her, but managed to fight and survive. Such reactive speed deserves your like now, doesn't it? The young buffalo made a mistake by venturing far from its parents. It caught the leopard's eye. The cat skillfully approached, pouncing on the calf before it could call the adult bulls for help. This panther is smaller in size compared to lions, tigers, and jaguars. Although the calf is young, it's roughly equal in mass to the spotted predator. However, the leopard proved to be too swift for it. Not only did it knock the prey off its feet with a devastating blow, but he also crushed the hoofed animal's trachea before it could make a loud sound. A masterful strike. Usually leopards strangle their victims, but the panther didn't want to get too acquainted with the family of its prey, and especially their sharp horns. So it executed everything cleanly, neatly, and lightning fast. Which of today's scenarios where the leopard demonstrated its mastery impressed you the most? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section underneath this video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. That way we'll see each other more often.